dad when they need a dad, and I need to be that friend, that support. They all know they always got a place to come home. I don't care how old they are. I'll always work for them. But so for me, that's the biggest adjustment. And then, as you guys know, I coach, and at least that keeps me some connected. But I'll tell you guys, with the younger guys and boys and girls, sports, dance, whatever, enjoy every second. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. Like I used to, if my son decided to go back to school again and do inaugural sports at 27, my ass would drive there to watch him play ball. I mean, I miss it that freaking much. I mean, I coach, and I love the kids that I coach and the high schoolers, but it's not the same. And man, do I miss that. I'd borderline kill to see my kids compete again. That's probably the thing I miss the most, for sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely, as far as that last comment, Tim, that is the realest comment. So for you, Nick, and you, Nino, and I know from hearing from Eric, Nick, that this is who you are, and Nino, we talked about it. Man, don't miss anything. If you have the ability to make everything, and Nino, you have the opportunity to work with an organization where you see these top guys, right? There's, the thousands and millions probably of kids that don't get to that level, and parents unfortunately don't understand, especially dads. Dads sometimes can be like, oh, my kid's the greatest, and my kid's going to do it all, and we hope, we can be there for them, we can support them, but understand it does end, and it's hard. You're exactly right. I'm on my last one. I'm going, wow. All right, well, I'm gonna look forward to the grandpa thing now, because then I get to start over. But now I have a better understanding that I'm just going to enjoy every moment, and it's going to go where it's going to go. And I know, let's be real. Cameron was an athlete, but he was 5'7". He wasn't going to go to the NFL. The chances, there's a few guys there, but he was special to us, but he wasn't special in that standard. Right.
Well, and there's so much on that, Mike. I heard you say on the last, but as a coach, I try and tell parents this all the time. There's so much more than athleticism to get in there. You know what I mean? There's every decision, there's family, there's life circumstances, there's grades, right? It goes on and on and on and on. And too many, especially, coaching, when I coach the youth, when kids or parents are looking at their kids at 8, 9 years old and thinking, this is it. Tyler wants to one day start like a training, like what we know here as Bonsu, right? And the elite. He wants to do something that's not to the elite athlete, that's to all the average Joes, and teach them how to get scholarships. Because that's what we talked about in my household.
Yeah.
Right. It's about getting to college. And then if you get to the next level, more power to you. Right. But like all that money we spent, all that travel ball, that got paid back tenfold with Tyler's athletic ability and his scholastic ability, getting us that, whatever it was, 91% scholarship or whatever. He got a great education with very little impact to us financially,
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So how does that, like, Nino, I know you're very involved with your kids, and Nick, I've heard you are. So for you guys, how does that, does that change your approach, or do you feel you're on target to do you, or what are your feelings around it? I know, Nino, you're coaching your son. I know you're at least last thing I seen, you were coaching Jordan. Is Jaden still playing?
Yeah. See, and with Jaden, this is I always just try to compete. I'm a competitor at heart, so it's just it's natural. Even as coaching youth football, it's youth football, but you be damned if I'm not out there trying to be, you know what I mean, Lane Kiffin or something while I'm out there. You know what I mean? But as the hard part about that I'm learning now between being coach and being dad is that line. There's a fine line there, and you put so much expectation on your kid's shoulders that if you don't play that card right, your kid can definitely not like football no more. You know what I mean? My oldest JJ, I expected him to be Tyler Lockett tomorrow for so long. You know what I mean? And he loved the sport. He just was not that in tune with it. He didn't care about the X's and O's. He didn't want to review tape, right? So he took a step back, and then now that I'm not coached, I'm relaxed on him and all that. Now he wants to get back into the game, 2 years later. He's only 12 now. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's a lesson learned. Don't put that expectation on. Let him just enjoy the game. Just coach, and then let him just enjoy the game and learn as he goes. Because I felt like I was taking away more from him from the game of football than I was adding to.
That's awesome that you saw it, right? I mean, we're always, because I understand I want to win at everything. I hate losing. Like, I hate it. I hate watching my kids lose, because then you deal with not only your own emotion, you deal with their emotion, and that's even harder, right? So I'm glad you saw that. Nick, have you gone? I know yours. You got Gunner who's 7 and Brooklyn who's 9. Are we involved in any sports or anything yet?
So with Brooklyn, we've been involved with dance. She goes to 5-6 studio. So we got the dance. She does the hip hop type of stuff, and we've had some recitals and stuff on that end. Gunner's just now getting into baseball, so he'll start his first rec league this year.
Nice.
They've been bowling actually league for the last 4 years.
Okay.
So, they're I'm not pushing them in any direction. It's kind of wherever they want to go, however, but we're going to go there. And once we're in it, we'll focus on that, and we'll get the practices that we need and